In May 2014, Modi-led NDA government came to power with an exceptional mandate on the promise of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. And to live up to this promise, in the last 5 years, the government has unveiled new schemes and launched new programs.
Earlier, when this journey of this government started way back in 2014, the Indian economy was looked at policy paralysis. We were a double-digit inflation figure. Investors were withdrawing, FIIs were withdrawing, FDIs were withdrawing. We, from about $300 billion as fixed reserves, which was stable till almost 2013, had fallen down to almost $200 billion. Now that reserve today is around $400 billion.
At the outset, Narendra Modi's way of handling economics is seen as a success by his party men, as India has emerged as the fastest growing major economy in the world, even surpassing China. Doing business has become easier now, as indicated by the ease of doing business ranking of the World Bank. In reality, the current state of affairs in the economy points towards a number of critical challenges.
India is one of the largest buffer markets to the world economy as of today. We are providing we are a $2.7 trillion economy. We are no longer 1.3, 1.4 trillion as we were in 2013 and 14. We are $2.7 trillion economy. Given that, the world markets are looking at us and they are wanting to contribute, taking the advantage of the systems.
In the last 5 years, agriculture and MSME sector were the most affected sectors. Due to the back-to-back blows of demonetization of high-value currency notes in November 2016, introduction of goods and services tax, that is GST, in July 2017, and spike in petrol and diesel prices hampered the growth prospects of the Indian economy.
Because of the GST coming in, the part of evasion of the taxes from the government, from the exchequer, has reduced. As a result, we also see the fact that people are now, because of the companies having this GST to pay, to declare more production there. They are now also seeing that they want labor to be paid. With Jan Dhan accounts there in place, with demonetization come in place, they want to pay them. As a result, the social benefits to the people, they want to see their livelihoods go up, they want to see their standard of living go up. Now, we will see companies having better big buildings instead of the owners having large houses, which was the case in the past, where they would not invest in the business, knowing very well that n number of tax authorities will come and bribe them and do corruption. Now at least only one authority will come and they need to suffice. And it's a hiccup.
This has even been acknowledged in the Economics Survey 2017-18. The survey notes that the economy has undergone a slowdown and faces a challenge of reviving agriculture and rural development.
We saw a report which came out yesterday from the minister's mouth, which says about 5 crore people are under the poverty line of earning about 135 rupees per day. So if that is the number, providing the minimum basic transfer or the universal basic income scheme, which is being discussed for the last 2 weeks in particular, I think would not be a difficult choice to make and will not have a major fiscal deficit impact. Certainly there would be some impact, and we may see that we may not stick to 3.2 or 3.3% of fiscal deficit, but may go up to 3.4, because a large amount of resources which are being not utilized, which have been there in the past, other social schemes which have been implemented.
That perhaps the salary which they get during the maternity leave may get exempted. Agriculture, in many places, it's not even viable, forget profitable. So I think perhaps there could be a huge package. There's a possibility of a huge package for farmers this time. I think it could perhaps be in shape of DBT, direct benefit transfer, to the accounts of our agriculturist brothers. An interest-free loan policy could also be perhaps announced for agriculturists. One man's expenditure is other person's income. So once money comes to the market, then the economy, the growth of the economy could be expedited, which could mean higher taxes for government, which could mean more jobs, increments in salaries. It could perhaps, if all these things or many things are announced perhaps, it could work like a stimulus which we have seen in America or China.
Given this, the focus of the interim budget 2018-19 is likely to be directed towards doling out SOPs for the agriculture as well as the middle class in the country. An ETV Bharat report.